Ishibon and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, more news for you guys. Of course, we've got some awesome content coming up for you. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. And if you seek daily Arsenal news like every other Arsenal fan in the world, well, this is the best place to be. So stay tuned and watch the video. And let's just jump into what we've got here. The first news that we've got here is William Saliba. So it says that it makes far more sense to play William Saliba than Shkodran Mustafi in the eyes of Kevin Campbell. So Kevin Campbell says, apparently Saliba has made great strides in training. Mustafi is going to leave at the end of the season. That is a done deal from both sides. And Saliba needs minutes, so why not give him the minutes that Mustafi is getting? To me, it makes no sense. I like to think Arteta would use Saliba in the Europa League and FA Cup games we have coming up rather than sending him out on loan. So this is what at the moment is being suggested by Kevin Campbell to Mikel Arteta. Now, under fire, Mikel Arteta praised Arsenal's resilience in that 1-all draw. So Arteta said, we showed some resilience and character to hang in there for so long against a really dangerous team. And let's see how things will change after that. Moving on, let's talk about it because Arsenal have more red cards than goals and points since their last Premier League win nearly 2 months ago. Now, Gabriel Magalhaes became the latest gunner to be dismissed on Wednesday, picking up 2 yellow cards for clumsy challenges in that 1-all draw with Southampton. Nothing going in Arsenal's way at the moment. However, United and Arsenal are united in one thing, and that is Diachule Upamecano. Yes, that is what it is all about right now, because it seems to me that the France centre-back also is linked with Bayern Munich, is still tipped to stay at Leipzig until at least the next summer, is what the news is coming up. But it looks like there are only 2 clubs right now who want him right away, because he has, as I already mentioned in one of my previous videos, he has predicted himself to be in the Premier League. That is what excites him, and I'm sure he's going to be there. Moving on, let's talk about other stuffs. Leno has opened up about Mesut Ozil. He says, of course, Mesut has exceptional quality. There is no question about that, but the manager selected 25 other players. We have to accept that. He trains quite normally. He behaves professionally, and he gets along well with everyone else. So Arteta says, I think I've already mentioned this. So Leno, let's talk about Leno. Now Leno has made some very big and bold claims here, as I would really like to mention. So Leno says, the coach is the least reason for us being in this situation. If you look at how we sometimes walked around the pitch, then the only fault lies with the players. I have to say that honestly, we get red cards, make mistakes, and are disorganized. These are the things that we have clearly addressed 1,000 times. In the end, that's a lack of focus among the players. The coach is not an issue in the dressing room, and there is no criticism of him. We criticize ourselves, and the players know they are responsible. There were just too many poor results and disappointing performances. The attitude is bad. There is lack of discipline. Many factors are currently coming together. We have addressed this very clearly internally, and everyone agrees that we have to change that very quickly. So this interview from Leno opens up a lot of avenues, because this tells you how individually the players are letting down the team, the fans, and of course the manager and the board. Now I think a lot of Arsenal fans who might be watching this, please understand and question the players more here. Moving on, Gabriel Magalhaes went to Instagram to apologize for his red card yesterday. So he posted, I want to apologize for what happened today. I keep my head up to continue helping my teammates. Hashtag Gunners. So yes, Gabriel Magalhaes is definitely not at all happy with his performance, with of course the red card and of course the complete performance that you already have seen. So let us talk about PSG. As we already know, according to RMC Sport, PSG are ready to negotiate a deal for Houssem Aouar. Now let's open up about the whole Houssem Aouar thing, because even Don Draper tweeted out that Lyon are aware that due to COVID constraints, it will be difficult to transfer Aouar for £55 million. PSG are interested, but extending the contracts of Mbappe and Neymar remain the priority. Aouar is not against a move to join them. Also, Le Parisien confirms that an offer of 30 million euros, that is 27 million pounds, was made by Arsenal last summer, but it was judged by Lyon too far away from their evaluation of the player, and Juventus was close to complete the transfer but did not have the needed means to cross the finishing line. So it basically Juventus did not have the cash to splash it on Hossein Aouar. And as it stands, Arsenal made a very ridiculous offer of 27 million pounds for Hossein Aouar, and that's why they did not have Hossein. Otherwise, they would have been something different force to be reckoning with. That's the sad part. That is the reality. That is why we do not have Hossein Aouar. Arsenal really, Lyon were asking for 55. Arsenal were trying to pay at least half of that, and that was so disrespectful. I mean, come on, man. If someone says 55, it's like my mom is bargaining, man. I hate it when my mom bargains. I mean, seriously, she kills the seller, and that's what Arsenal try to do, and that's what it happens. I mean, tough negotiators. But moving on, even Kevin Campbell is Arteta in, ladies and gentlemen. He says about Arteta, if we are honest as a football club, we have to allow Arteta time to build. Recruitment has been rancid over the last decade, and Arteta has only been at the club for a year. He has only really had one transfer window. We have to allow him to build. I hope people understand that. And also Campbell says, if we changed managers at every bump in the road, we will never move forward. I totally understand where Edu is coming from. So yes, just like that, let's see if others are actually trying to, resonate with that feeling. But here is the more reality. The Athletics say one of the biggest gripes of some players is how certain players are treated differently to others by Arteta. They claim one clear example is when Willian started at Leeds despite only days before taking an unauthorized trip to Dubai. So they believe that there is a sort of favoritism in the squad. I don't have much to say about it. But moving on, Dominic Szoboszlai to RB Leipzig is a done deal. Yes, he's put pen to paper and he's already arrived at the Salzburg. So yes, Dominic Szoboszlai to RB Leipzig is a done deal. That's cool. That is really kind of cool, isn't it? But moving on, according to Calcio Mercato, Arsenal have turned down the opportunity to sign Christian Eriksen from Inter Milan. Now, Calcio Mercato do come up with some really good Serie A confirmations, but this time around, I don't know if I should believe this or not, but yes, right now as it stands, Arsenal have turned down the opportunity to sign Christian Eriksen from Inter Milan. Strange, but true, isn't it? That's really strange. But moving on. Well, Premier League clubs have again voted against allowing teams to make 5 substitutions per match. That is the most sad part. However, managers will now have 9 substitutions to choose from instead of 7. So they can have, 9 substitutes. So they can have 9 players on the bench instead of the 7, so that they have more options to choose from. And no 5 substitutions again. Oh my God, why have they voted against? It's so silly. This does not make sense. I mean, I'm sure it pisses off a lot of clubs. It pisses off Liverpool. It pisses off Arteta. It pisses off. It even pisses off Pep Guardiola. Every single big one, man. I know why, because the lower clubs would believe that, oh my God, you know what? We're not giving it to you, man. We're not giving it to you. You bigger clubs are definitely having a lot of good quality, and we are not going to give you the advantage. And probably that's the reason. But Arsenal now have the lowest who scored rating in Premier League home matches this season with 6.48. Even worse than Sheffield United, who have 1 point from a possible 18 at Bramall Lane and just 2 goals scored. And there are lots of reasons why that is, but let's not delve into it. Moving on, well, Leno has opened up about Granit Xhaka's red card. So Leno says Granit himself knows best. He made a mistake. No one has to tell him that. Of course, the coach still said it clearly, but that's it for us now. He's suspended now. At the moment, everyone is frustrated. He was not in control of himself in the situation. Now, no one is being pointed at internally. Everyone has messed up here at some point. Mistakes like that happen, but they must not be repeated. Even after the sending off, we still had the chance to equalize and win the game. For us, the topic is now over. That's what Leno is suggesting. So Leno has definitely come up with a very bold interview. I love what Leno is saying. I think this clears a lot of fans' minds, and I'm loving it. Ian Wright has opened up about Willian. He says it should be a dream move for him, but maybe he has not been energized. He's come into a dressing room that needs him to be the man. Edu's saying he needs time. No, you shouldn't be saying that. Someone needs to say to him, you're meant to be doing it now. We signed him for 3 years. which was very dubious for a lot of people. I went, okay, Willian is good enough, a serial winner, and you look at the experience he brings. To here, we need to give him more time. I needed something to squeeze because that's not why we bought him. Of course, that's not why we bought him. And Emmanuel Petit on Arsenal says, the anger I had has given way to indifference. I try to detach myself from everything as much as possible to avoid losing my head over it. It is a logical response to what has been happening at the club for years now. So no club legend is happy with what is happening at Arsenal at the moment. Only players are to be blaming themselves, and of course, they need to show it on the pitch why they are representing Arsenal, and they've got to do it with 200%. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day twice. So what you got to do is subscribe and hit that bell icon. I will see you in the next one. And do not forget, well, consider subscribing. Of course, new special types of content are definitely trying to come your way. Cheers.